I'm now just going to briefly talk about the planets by Holst and the use of the tenor tuba in the orchestra. So for Holst planets, we have tuba, we have a tenor tuba, and then we have trombones and the horns and everything. And what the tenor tuba does in that arrangement, or in that composition, is that it works between the tuba and other instruments of the brass section. Well, more the horns, because it's the kind that sits with the horns a bit more than the trombones. It's got a bit like the tuba, it's got an omnidirectional sound, so it's going to go out everywhere. And a few of the sort of elements that I'd like to discuss is just the first movement, which is Mars. The tenor tuba plays the rhythm with the instrument, but it's also got a solo, so it starts off with the so it's got that rhythm. Not 100% sure that was correct, but I don't have the music up. So it starts off with the now singing random pieces of music, but it starts off with that repeated rhythm with the tuba, but it's an octave higher. So instead of getting it, I think the tuba's written down here. You get up. So it's up there. There's also a big solo in the first movement for the tenor tuba, and it sings across the whole orchestra when you listen to it. I'll put a recording up just below this. This is the only orchestral excerpt I'm going to put recording up with, and I might put the parts up as well, because you'll see the difference that the tuba's written an octave lower and the tenor tuba's, well, an octave above that. So it doubles up, a lot of the writing doubles up tuba part, and then there's these occasional solos where it comes across the orchestra, and it comes across the orchestra very horn-like. It pierces right across the whole sound. And the euphonium's an instrument, or the tenor tuba's an instrument that's used in bands to do that. Writing for it in a wind band, it's quite often got curtain melodies and marches. Writing for it in a brass band, it's quite often got curtain melodies and marches. Other music, it's got lyrical lines. It's a really well-suited instrument with the sound that it produces. It's a lot tighter than the tuba, so the sound's a little bit more penetrating, with it being a smaller bore. So it comes across well. And again, Jupiter, for the next movement that I'm going to just quickly chat about, we've got there's the sort of jolly tuba part, the bass part that bounces around with the long crotchets. For that part, the tenor tuba is exactly the same, so we'll just play a little bit of that. So that's where two of them playing octaves, and it gives this nice fat bassy sound in the octave. You then get two octaves, and it's just nice and loud, nice and fat. Bum 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 ba dum ba da 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 bum 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 ba da dee. That was in the right notes. So let's have a look at the solo section of Mars. So that last one, again we'll practice going up the octave. Let's take that up the octave now. And the euphonium's got that up the octave, that penetrates through a lot more than what we do. So that's that little element of Mars. The right rhythm that I was playing earlier on was. And that's really menacing, that part. That sits right at the bottom of the orchestra. And again, supplemented by the tenor tuba. Let's just have a little look at, see if we can play one of the solos that come out. There's one in Venus at Uranus at the end. It's really nice. We'll have a look. Bass tuba. Tenor tuba, sorry. So it's little snippets like this. And then you've got up the octave. So that's in the wrong pitch, so that's a B flat part, this is a B flat tuba, so it's slightly wrong. That's just an idea, it comes across, it's in a similar register. There's another one there that maybe come along. So it's a register that the tuba wouldn't be able to play in, but the tenor tuba, well, it can play it, just played in it. Register that's quite unique to the tenor instrument, and it's smaller, but lighter than what the full size tuba is, so it just pierces over there. So that's tenor tuba and host planets.